Hello guys, in today's video, I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to use each class in the Roblox game Trench Warfare. The Rifleman is a mostly offensive class and also the most common. You will definitely see a lot of Riflemans around the battlefield, and they specialize either in trench combat or in no man's land fighting, as I am doing in this clip right here. You will mostly be hitting enemies, and for some reason the rifle has no cooldown, so you can spam click and kill an enemy very quickly, albeit the reload takes a long time. So I would only recommend this if you're trying to annihilate them at a distance, like what I just did a moment ago in the clip. You will maybe use a pistol if you're stuck in very close combat and you need to reload, and grenades will only be used if you're in a trench. I would not recommend using grenades anywhere else as a rifleman. The Thompson is a very close range, usually offensive, fully automatic weapon. However, in this clip, I recorded it late match, meaning that we were in the defense of the flag. For some reason, the textures also broke, but that's not very important for this tutorial. The Thompson is usually used in unison with grenades. I would recommend going around the enemy trench through trees and attacking them from behind or from the sides, throwing one grenade, shooting through the smoke, then shooting your second grenade if you have a second grenade, and then continuing to shoot and reload. The pistol should only be used if you are completely out of bullets, or you need to finish off an enemy at a very far place, because the pistol has a longer range, I think, than the Thompson. Thompson reloads very quickly, so you will almost never find yourself using the pistol as a secondary weapon. There isn't much to say about the machine gun. It is really just a longer reload, less damage, but higher capacity Thompson. Oh, look at that, we won. But that's all I have to say. Longer range too. Talking about longer ranges, the sniper is definitely the best class that you will be using if you specialize in long-range combat. As a sniper, I would recommend you move side to side and wait for your opponent to line up with you rather than you taking aim, at least if you're in console. Beware, enemy snipers will be looking for you if you're a very good sniper, like I am in this clip. I've already been shot a couple of times, and snipers, one shot to anything. You can hit their clothes, you can hit their stomach, you can hit their chest, their head, their legs, I think even their gun, and you will insta-kill them, making this a very good class for taking out valuable enemy players, such as support classes, such as the Mortarman, which I will get into later, other snipers, and the machine gunner. The Mortarman, both the worst and best class in the game, depending on how you use it. I would recommend hitting the enemy trench directly, as most players are going to be inside the trench seeking some sort of protection, like what I'm doing in this clip right here, like that, spawn killed. The mortar is probably the weapon that belongs to the most supporting class in the game, the Mortarman. They rarely ever get stuck in direct combat, and your grenades will probably never get used if you play as Mortarman. However, your pistol should be your primary weapon if you get stuck in hand-to-hand combat, or very close range combat. Because if you shoot the mortar too close to yourself, you will explode yourself. So be very careful with that. Something else to note is that, as in many clips you'll see here, you don't aim directly at the person, you need to aim up, because similar to a Nerf gun, the ammo that you shoot is going to fall down